Welcome to Kalamazoo, Michigan, Waldo Stadium, home to the Western Michigan Broncos, where we have a terrific matchup in store. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Central Michigan Chippewas, taking on another team from the MAC, the Western Michigan Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Broncos will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Central Michigan's offense will get the first crack at it here. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Going to the ground. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snares it outside, it's Boyd. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. The play action fake. Keeps looking downfield. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman in the block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. You put it all on display on that sack. It's Emmanuel. Skips away from pressure. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. They'll send out the kicker here. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. And it's right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
So the Western Michigan Broncos offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Turns it on in midfield. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The give to the lone running back. Just causing wreckage in the secondary. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Buckley. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains. If you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll keep it on the ground. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. A 70-yard touchdown drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Gonna run it. It's Harris. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Makes a man miss. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the 1st down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator to pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
And the Chippewas are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the run. At the 35, he's open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Wide receiver now comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
A first down run in the red zone. Forges ahead for one to the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that.
Got a lot of running room. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. Now on first down from the 30. Handoff to the lone back. Still running at the 40. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? The give to the left side. Still on his feet at the 45. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. At the 20, he's got space. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. The give to the back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Gonna run it. It's Buckley. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Akron is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Charlie Fry, this offense is not capable of scoring points every single time it sees the ball. They're up by 10 over Kent State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. finds his tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. To the air, it's Emmanuel. Release to the back. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. The Chippewas will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense working from the pistol. To the ground with the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to impose their will with the run. Can't get him to the ground. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to throw, it's Wolf. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
And the Chippewas will boot it away to start the second half. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And now on first down after converting with the run. The give. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Ran through the contact. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. No, he just flat ran over it. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Give to the single back. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll give it to the back. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves them with 3rd and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Takes the handoff. It's Nixon. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Broncos want to pick up the tempo. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown Broncos! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdown.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Looking for a productive play on first down. A quick pass to the left. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Looking for a gap. It's Harris. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Completes it in the middle. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. They get to the line quickly. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. In the red area, it's Harris. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. To the air, it's Emmanuel. Got out of trouble and throws. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Chippewas will have it 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. He's got it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Trying to pound it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And how about that? That's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. They gave up a lot of yards to get down here, bowing their necks up. It's most important when you get in this area. 2nd and goal now, and get the big stop.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Now the play fake. Looking to buy time. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Central Michigan. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Rides to the back. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Movement here from the tight end. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Pulls his way forward. It's a fumble on the play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Man, you go from perfect position of strength. I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win to, man, now I got to put my defense back on the field, and anything can happen, right, in football, and you can catch breaks, and so now you got to go out and earn it. You had this thing under wraps.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Dropping back, it's Emmanuel. He's got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. He got it.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Looking for a crease to the left. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Coming up on 2nd down as they try to hold this lead. Looking for space. It's Buckley. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Handoff to the single back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on him.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
And there's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He caught it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking to throw, it's Emmanuel. He wants it all. And he's got it. Late touchdown here, but it would take a miracle of Lazarus-like proportions to come back down.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice. Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.